For the older employees here at KWBJ, it has been a difficult day as they come to terms with the loss of a friend and colleague, Carl Duplantis. Carl passed away Friday night, ending a 5-year-long battle with multiple myeloma. He was 48 years old. KWBJ was the final stop on a career path that took Carl Duplantis through various radio and television stations in South Louisiana. He came here in September of 1999 as production manager, but the community got its first real taste of Carl the following year when we tried him out as a street reporter during our Mardi Gras coverage. And his role as the Mardi Gras elf, as we like to call him, Carl put his love for performing, clowning around, and just generally getting to know people on full display. Carl was forced to step away from his duties when struck by myeloma in early 2007, but he would return to production duties in 2009 and worked until his illness forced him to step down permanently last year. Although Carl and his family lived in the Houma area, this toast from one of the Mardi Gras appearances will tell you how he felt about the people of Morgan City.
And to you, St. Mary, thank you for making Mardi Gras and St. Mary Parish my home away from Houma. Thank you.
Carl Duplantis was very loved here at KWBJ, and Mr. Chris Hunter, who is our general manager here at the station, worked with him longer than anyone and has a few words to say on behalf of Mr. Carl.
Well, you know, the first thing you think about when you knew Carl is his love of people. Generally, what you saw in Carl with meeting somebody for the first time, by the time the introductions were done and the handshake was done, he was treating that person like his best friend. He genuinely loved to talk to people, get to know people, and just really couldn't stand to be by himself as far as I could see. He loved to help people, whether it was, if somebody had a dead battery on their car, it wasn't enough to him to take the person to get a new battery. He was going to change that battery for himself. And if anybody I ever saw needed help, Carl was diving in there to always help. And the big thing about Carl around here was his sense of humor. When he first came here, and I was doing sports back at the time, he and I shared an office, and the way the desk was set up, we could not see each other actually from where we worked. And that was probably a good thing, because I think if I'd actually seen him, we never would have gotten any work done. He constantly wanted to joke, he wanted to debate, he loved to debate on anything, loved to talk Saints football, and mostly he loved to laugh. And that is the thing that people always knew about him. He was just a wonderful person, loved his family unbelievably, loved his Saints football, and loved to work. His philosophy of work was, if work is not fun, what's the point? So he really enjoyed being here. He enjoyed the people of Morgan City, and it's really a tribute to him over the last couple of years that hardly a day went by when somebody would not ask me, hey, how is Carl doing? And he wasn't, you know, not being from this area and not living in the area, it's amazing to see the impact he had on people around here. We're going to miss him.
Yeah, and even though he hasn't been working here since 2009, he called and checked up on everyone at the station all the time.
Always wanted to know and always wanted to come back. Never wanted to give in to the idea that the myeloma was going to beat him and keep him away from work. He always planned on coming back.
Thank you, Mr. Chris. Visitation will be held at Smart Moth Funeral Home in Raceland tomorrow night, and funeral services will take place at St. Mary's Nativity Church in Raceland Wednesday morning at 11. All of us at KWBJ send out our condolences to Carl's wife, Renee, his daughter, Carly, and his son, Charles.